What's up, everybody? Buddha back here again, and it's Free Comic Book Day 2015. If you're not aware what Free Comic Book Day is, a national program, I would say, where every year, normally the first weekend in May, they a bunch of publishers get together and they all submit something to Free Comic Book Day, which is the organization, and depending on where you go, you get free comic books. The store I go to locally, which is Comics and Collectibles, they have a rule where if you just show up, you can walk in and get any one free comic. But they also have a rule that says if you buy anything in the store, whether it be another comic or whatever, could be a $200 statue or a $4 comic book. That's pretty much kind of the range of stuff that you can buy. And I want to say even beyond $200. But if you buy anything in the store, as little as $4, you get one of each of the free comic book days. And as you can see, this is this year's stack, along with a couple of side items I put aside because they're not normal comic book size. So I just wanted to take some time and go through those with you here today on Free Comic Book Day. So we're going to start off with Stan Lee's Shocker the Invincible. Now this is a child-oriented comic book. It does not seem to be produced by Marvel, but because Stan Lee works for Marvel, but it's, let's see, Graphic India, Rovo, Stan Lee's POW Entertainment. So it's by POW Entertainment. This is a small, kind of kids superhero. Almost reminds me of like Static Shock to some degree, but if it was more kiddie. But that's one of the comics we got today, and I'm just going to toss them over here to the side. We also have from Action Lab Comics, Gronk. And it says, hi. Can you see it? Let's see. It says, hi, I'm Gronk. And I'm a monster, and I like kitties. Hi, I'm Gronk. Do you like kitties? Not as pets, not to eat. I'm not that kind of monster. That was really cute. Like I said, this is by Action Lab. I've never heard of that company before, but I've heard of a few companies other than the big two, Marvel, DC. Boom Studios, Dynamite Studios, of course there's Image, and I think Valiant's still around to some degree. But yeah, the big two, there's a couple of things from the big two, but nothing much major I said. There's more like advertisements for the big two. But let's see, second we have March Grand Prix. Seems to be some kind of rabbit and pig and mouse. I think it's a mouse. Maybe a cat. Actually, it kind of looks like a raccoon there. And this is let's see, produced by Kian Su. It looks like Capstone there. Read that. And let's see, Capstone, Young Readers. And it's actually also published by DC Comics. So that's another one. We have a Pokemon book, and it is backwards, like most Japanese books are. It is, let's see, published by Perfect Square, and this book reads from right to left. Oh, that says that in the corner. But yeah, the Pokemon book, and it's got the advertisement for more Pokemon books on the back. We have another installment from DC. We have a Teen Titans Go / Scooby-Doo team up with Superman and Batman there, and let's see, Wonder Woman. So the Holy Trinity and Teen Titans Go. Of course, both from DC. We have a SpongeBob SquarePants United Plankton Pictures book. I don't see the publisher on here, so I'm not sure who's done it. But this is another kid book. There was a good selection of kid books this year. Which I'm not saying there's not normally, but there seems to be more this year than there were in previous years. We have from NEC, New England Comics Press, The Tick. We have a Tick comic book this time. Spoon! New stories. Not in the face, says Arthur. If you don't know who Tick and Arthur is, you're really kind of missing out, but that is kind of dating me as far as comic book reading goes. We're from IDW. We have a new Transformers book. This is Robots in Disguise. And let's see. This is kind of animated, so maybe kid friendly. Yeah, it kind of looks like a real cartoon. If you can see the art there, I can't really see. Yeah, so this may be as kid friendly as they come as well. This is a number 0 for Free Comic Book Day 2015. We have a from Dark Horse. We have an Avatar: The Last Airbender comic, and also features Plants vs Zombies and Bandit stories, whatever those are. I never got into Avatar. I mean, I know what it is, like, ancient magics and spells, and everything's based off of either air bending or earth bending or water bending or fire bending, if I remember right. The basic elements of the universe. Once again, from BOGO this year, we have our obligatory Simpsons comic, which these are always pretty fun. Oh, and on the back, it's got a Leela for The Dupe Wants You. And I know it's Futurama, and I know it's Leela, but I do not remember what the hell the dupe is. We have another issue from Boom Studios here. Now, these are in no particular order, just so you guys know. I just went by the table, a couple of tables actually, and just brought a box and made sure I got one of everything and put it in the box. And I knew I was going to do a video on it, so I didn't really go through them as I was standing there. But this is a 10-year celebration 2015 Comic Book Day special. Looks like it's got about 10 different stories on there. Ooh, one of them's a Munchkin story, and one of them's a Peanut story, and that looks like Adventure Time. And there's a regular show. Okay, there's Garfield, regular show. Not sure what. If I can keep this in frame. I'm new still. Not sure what that is. Not sure what that is. That's the Adventure Time. Not sure what that is in the middle. I don't know if people. But you can see the Peanuts and you can see the Munchkin. You can see it looks like Mouse Guard right there. I have no idea what that little guy is, but he reminds me of Kirby. And yeah, so there's a little collection of 10 stories, and I'm really going to have to read that Munchkin one because, everybody knows I'm a Steve Jackson guy. So that looks really cool. We have another comic from, looks like Paper Cut Z, which is the Raving Rabbids. We have Rabbids, which is, if you don't know, is another video game. And it's like a mini game, party game type thing, if I remember correctly. I've never actually played it. I've seen it played, but I wasn't paying attention to it. This is actually kind of interesting, maybe for kids. I'm not reading it right, but they're having a graphic novel come out called The Lunch Witch, which kind of sounds like the evil lunch lady in the cafeteria. So it's probably a kid's story, especially since it's tied to a kid's book. We have another outing from DC here. As many of you know, they're either starting or in the middle of Convergence, and this seems to be the number 1 for Divergence. Oh, and we have an advertisement for Dark Knight on the back of it, which I can't wait to come till June 23rd. I've already got my special edition pre-ordered. Can't wait for that. Did not get the Batmobile pre-order, but I did get the cool-ass Batman statue, which looks really cool. We have another outing from DC, which seems to be also an outing from the National Basketball Association, some kind of basketball team up with the Justice League and several people in the NBA. That looks like Shaq there, and the only reason it's Charles Barkley, I believe, and that may be Jordan. I don't know. I don't follow basketball all that much. I used to when I was a teenager, and I don't follow it anymore. All right, we finally have a Marvel outing, and their upcoming summer crossover is the Secret Wars. So we have Secret Wars number 0, and looks like a War Machine. Or no, it just looks like a Silver Iron Man actually. Spider-Man, new Thor chick, Nova, and is that Hailstrom? Wasp. Daredevil's in here. Daredevil seems to be floating a flaming stick, if you can see that there, and then looks like there's a Ghost Rider above him. Let me see if I can get this all in frame and let you people kind of point out. So I'm just going to slightly move up ever so slowly so you can see the all cover. Oh, and the back's got some stuff going on too, so I'll show you that in just a second. Let's see the back. He's got Cap. Ooh, and the other Thor. This is the other Thor in Ghost Rider and a female Cap, or the original Thor and the female Thor. The original Thor's on the back. When another this is interesting. These all look like kind of clones of the other side. So like the originals are here on the back, and I'll start that again. You can see Thor there, and then Cap. Just underneath Cap's shield there, you can see a female Cap with a Ghost Rider. It looks like the Quicksilver over here, and then not her who that is. Of course, it's hard to tell for me doing it this way. But there's another Iron Man right here, and so that kind of looks interesting. That I'm going to try to read all of these at some point, and then generally after I read them every year, I pass them out to like my nieces and nephews. And I still have last year's box, so you guys don't let me forget about that. We have, let's see, another outing from Marvel. It is the all new, all different Avengers, and they kind of look like young versions of people of the Avengers, but let's see, we have Vision, and we have the new Thor lady, and we have an Iron Man, we have Falcon as a Cap, and we have Spider-Man, we have Nova, and I don't know who that is. Oh, it's got Inhumans on the back. So we have the new Avengers, and the all new, all different Avengers. I don't know who that is, the chick. Is this a double comic book? No, that doesn't seem to be. There's the Uncanny Inhumans is evidently coming. I love how they've canceled Uncanny X-Men a couple of years ago, but everything else is becoming uncanny now. They're Uncanny Avengers, now they're Uncanny Inhumans. Okay, you wanted to keep something uncanny, it might be the X-Men, in my opinion. We have a Marvel Free Previews magazine, which also just shows off Secret Wars again. This looks like it may be a copy of issue number 1 cover on the front, but it looks like another copy of issue number 2 cover on the back. That's also cool. And these are all advertisements for this one, but this is the advertising book. Ooh, there's a Deadpool something in here with the X-Men and Cap and Magneto. And evidently, this is, like I said, this is all bits and pieces of storylines that are going to come up to kind of whet your taste buds or your reading buds in this case, for the storylines that are going to run during the summer. That was a kind of a thick book, but we have an even thicker book here from DC, which is the Essential Graphic Novels, which they've basically been putting these out for a while now. They haven't been this thick. You can see that's a pretty thick book. But let's see, this is just a checklist. It's basically a big book of checklists, books you should read by DC, spanning both pre-New 52 and New 52. So, like, I'm just going to open up to a random page here. Let's see, we're looking at Superman for Tomorrow, Superman Secret Origin, Superman Last of Krypton, which I have the novel for, but I've never. No, I don't have Last of Krypton. Not the novel. I have something by K.J. Anderson. We have Superman. What Price Tomorrow, Volume 1, Superman Doomed. Let's see if we can find Batman. Okay, we have Batman. We have Batman Dark Victory, Batman Arkham Asylum 25th Anniversary, which is actually what I bought today at the comic shop in order to get, or Batman Arkham Asylum Serious House on Serious Earth is what I'm talking about. But they released a 25th Anniversary hardcover, which is what I bought today at the comic shop in order to get the full stack of free comic book days. We have Batman the Killing Joke, which is the anniversary edition that came out a couple of years ago. Batman Nightfall Part 1, The Long Night Year 1, celebration of 25 years of the Joker, or 75 years of Joker, 75 years of Batman. Did I say Dark Victory? Yeah. Some of these I actually haven't read, to be honest. Let's see. Of that list, I have read Year 1, Long Halloween. I started Nightfall, but then I got distracted and started reading something else. I read Killing Joke. I'm going to read Arkham Asylum, because, like I said, that's why I bought it. Buddy of mine said it was really good a couple of months ago, and I didn't find it at Con. Of course, I don't think I had a real major chance to look. I haven't read Dark Victory yet, but I know it's the same people like Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale from Long Halloween. There's a trilogy of those. There's Dark Victory, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and something else. I can't remember exactly what it is. I've read Hush. I haven't read Under the Red Hood, but I know basically the premise because I watched the movie. A lot of New 52 graphic novels are in here, but it doesn't have that third Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale book, so I don't remember what it is. I think it's Haunted Night? It's orange. I know that. Pretty sure it's orange. Yeah, because Long Halloween was bluish. No, Dark Victory was orange. I can't remember what the other one is. Tell me in the comments below. We're going to move on here. We have a book called Body Troll from Red 5 Comics. It looks kind of like looks kind of kiddish, but something tells me it's not entirely kiddish. Just to kind of flip through it here. I don't know, maybe kiddish. Look at some of the artwork here. That kind of looks kiddish to me. Of course, this is without reading anything, so I don't want to spoil my reading by trying to figure out if it's kiddish or not. There's a big robot here on the back. It's enabled student and driver. There's a bunch of other ones in the back. There is a different story in here. I guess it's from that because the art changes. Like in the back of this book, this is the robot we're talking about in the back. It says drone there. But it changes art style, so I know it's a different story. At least semi-changes art styles. This story is brightly colored, and this one's kind of darker. We have a 25th anniversary comic from Valiant, which a bunch of stuff is coming out in May, from Bloodshot to Ninjak, Exo Manowar, Time Walkers, Unity, Imperium. These are all evidently ongoings. This seems to be just another collection to whet your reading teeth to get into their books. From HP, I'm not sure exactly what the publisher is. We have a Phantom comic. Remember the old Phantom? The movie kind of, what was it, Brendan Fraser movie. I think I enjoyed it as a kid, but I've been told it sucks, and I haven't watched it since I was a kid. I only seen it one time. But I do like the idea of this character. I have for a while. Maybe I'll download some of the original series comics and read those. We have a number 0 issue from Chapter House Comics with Captain Canuck, the Canadian superhero there. Oh, there's a better picture of him on the back here with his red and white and maple leaf. This looks to be more of a serious comic. When I say serious, I mean more adult. Not really adult theme, but, well, it's not adult theme comic. It's a older reader comic. Let's put it that way. It's a superhero comic. It's not kiddie. It looks like your basic superhero comic with a Captain Canadian man. I said Canadian, didn't I? We have, let's see, New York Times bestselling author Frank Bedore, Liz Cavalier, and Sammy McConan. This is Hatter M, The Love of Wonder, which is interesting looking. I'll have to read that. Kind of looks like Victorian age a little bit. Kind of steampunkish. There's a great big robot. I do like this art style. Art style on here is really cool. Where'd that one picture go? I just saw. I don't know where to go. I just synced it. I synced it! There it is. I like that. That's really cool looking. Just the art style and everything. Of course, I'll have to read it to find out if it's actually worth any good. Which I'm going to do a companion video of this to tell you which books were good and which books were bad. If I do that, it's going to take a couple weeks, obviously. But it might be a good follow-up to this. We have a comic book from Legendary Studios. Now, Legendary Studios is actually a movie production company. And I know some of you may... of the 5 images on this page, I only noticed one. And it's my pal Sam from Trick or Treat, the movie. But I don't know what these other ones are. That one looks in the middle there, looks kind of demonish. I don't know what the other one is. A robot, and a guy in jail, and a sniper. Let's see if it gives us anything. This is more of an advertisement. There was a Godzilla thing I just saw. And a town called Dragon, which kind of looks like that. I'll show you the picture here. The comic issue cover there, a town called Dragon, which is a really cool looking dragon. I would hate to come up against him in a D&D game. But this is, oh wait, that's supposed to be Krampus. Because it's not the dragon, it's Krampus. The evil fucking Christmas devil. So that looks really interesting. I guess, I'm wondering if these are all movie tie-ins, or just B movies I don't know about. Where's the Sam comic? I want to see the Sam comic. Oh, come on, where's the Sam comic? I want to see Trick or Treat. Sam. Which you haven't seen Trick or Treat. It's a great Halloween anthology movie. You should definitely watch it. It's a Pacific Rim comic in here. I don't see anything related to Sam. Oh wait, unless this is it. Okay, that's it, and this is... Yeah, okay, Trick or Treat. I just missed it because Sam's kind of in the background and I was focused on the kids. That's really cool artwork for Sam and a cover of a comic book, if you ask me. See if I can get a little lighting better. That Sam looks like he's chasing kids. It looks like he's huge, but there's a couple demon heads in there too. You can see that. That's really cool. This is going to be something I'm actually going to look forward to in order to see. Next, we have Super Genius Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice. Never really read Neil Gaiman. I know I'm a horrible person. But that looks kind of interesting. We have from 12 Gauge Comics, Blackout, which it took me a minute when I was visually looking at it, so you can see it back there. But if you notice, it says ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. If you've ever seen Machete, ICE is the immigration department that is kind of tracking him down. I do not know if this was Machete related or not, but it does have a Boondock Saints advertisement on the back, so it may be. It very well may be. That's obviously not Machete on the cover, and just flipping through it, I don't see Machete anywhere. But it looks like there's a couple of different comics in here, so that's a good one. We have from Gemstone, Overstreet's Comic Book Marketplace. That's just a price guide. It looks like it's a couple articles and stuff too, so that's there. From Silver Dragon Books, we have Jurassic Strike Force 5, which I don't remember the name of the comics here, cartoon, but this looks like superhero dinosaurs. That may be kid friendly, not entirely sure. Looks a little gruesome, and I'm pretty sure it's kid friendly. Looking at the artworks there, so that's kind of cool. Oh, this is one of the books I was interested in when I saw it. From looks like Third World Studios. We have a very creepy cover of the Stuff of Legend, and it's the teddy bear there. That's really creepy looking for me. It makes me think of that. There was an internet video that came out a while back, and it was, what happens. What does a teddy bear do at night with a child sleeping? And he's like fighting off a demon from the closet with like a wooden sword and a plastic shield. That's kind of cool. But this one is also a double comic, and we have Thanatos Diver here. It looks like some kind of underwater type comic book thing. Adventurous fun with characters that become instant friends, as it says down there. We have another book here, Comic Festival 2015. I do not see a publisher anywhere. This looks to be very kid friendly from the artwork. You can see that. Go over here. See that there? Looks very kid friendly, but I don't see any publisher anywhere. It's advertisement for Dave Roman and Kate Beaton and Isabel Arsenault on the back. I'm guessing those are writers or contributions artists or whatever. Looks kind of neat. We have a thing from Top Cow here, which is Tales of Honor #0. Another one of those indie publishers, but that looks kind of like space marine type stuff. From Image, we have a #1 issue of Savage Dragon Legacy, which is another comic I probably should have gotten into, but never did. I don't really read physical comics anymore. I've gone the way of digital, and at the moment, I'm trying to get caught up on Walking Dead. and I think I have the means to do that now. I've downloaded several trade paperbacks, um, and I should be able to get caught on that. So we have Savage Dragon. We're getting down to some of the little weirder stuff. From Dreams Quarterly, we have the Super Mutant Magic Academy, which seems to be, and not to seem, sexist or anything, but it's like a chick mag, so that's kind of cool. Good to see girls getting mags that they can read. Let's see, this is also a double. It's a Step Aside Pops, a Hark, a Vagrant Collection by Kate Beaton. Let me just say her name a minute ago. So that's kind of cool. Chick book. And I don't mean to say chick book like, chick book. Like I said, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. It's just a girl book. And that's good to have in the comic book, thing. Comic books shouldn't just be for boys with superheroes and horror and stuff like that. High school I read Gloom Cookie. Enjoyed it. And it was a comic book about, emo kids in high school. From Dynamite this year, we have Bob's Burgers, which you probably saw that to begin with. But I don't get Bob's Burgers. I don't get a lot of some of the stuff. I don't get South Park really anymore. Of course, I don't watch it all that much. But then we have Bob's Burgers. And this seems to be an ongoing story, at least a couple of stories. Yeah, a couple of stories. So that may be interesting to people. We have another backwards book from Viz Media. As I say backwards, it reads from right to left. We have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It is published by, like I said, Viz Media. That looks kind of neat. Hirohiko Aranki, Jonathan Joestar. It looks kind of like magic. Kind of like a wizard to me. We have that. We have another Bodhi Troll. I didn't notice I picked up a couple of duplicates, but I thought I already waited through it. We also have AspenComics.com, A World of Aspen 2015. I'm guessing it's 2015. Matter of fact, from the back, I know it's 2015 because it's a duplicate comic, but you can't see it because the dude's up there. But that looks kind of interesting. And the back cover, because of the duplicate comic, it's kind of cool there. That's a hawk girl type thing. No, that's a fairy girl. Actually, those look like dragon fairy wings or something like that. Get a close up on her wings. Yeah, those look like kind of dragon fairy wings. So Eternal Soulfire. Yeah, looks kind of neat. It's got a centerfold. It is safe for work to some degree. It's the centerfold there and a beach ball. But I have no context to go with this, so I know what it is. We have one from Comics Tribe here, which I know Comics Tribe has been doing some more adult books. The only other book I know of they have is called The Red 10, and it's kind of like what I remember from reading, and I haven't even read it yet, and it's coming out in installments, but it's taking very long for the installments to come out. But it's kind of like Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None kind of comic book for superheroes. Like superheroes start dying off and nobody knows exactly why. But this kind of struck my eye when I first saw it because that is a creepy looking son of a bitch. And the book is called And Then Emily Was Gone. I think that thing ate Emily. Not entirely sure. And I guess that's a full body shot of the thing that ate Emily, which kind of looks like some kind of cross between a troll and a hobgoblin and like Sasquatch. This is going to be kind of an interesting book for me. Because, that's the guy here, the guy in the white suit, that was on the cover of the Red 10 of the Agatha Christie superhero thing I was talking about. We have something called from CBLDF. Don't know who that is, but it's called Help CBDF Defend Comics. And free speech is worth fighting for. That's what it says on the back. So I guess... Let's see, this is kind of kitty. It's got an ad for Archie in it. It's got an Archie comic in it. And Bean World. And some Rabbids again. So maybe this is the same other company or something. Or it could be just something completely independent. But that looks kind of interesting. I'm at least, like I said, I'm at least flip through every one of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually read every one of these. But I'm at least going to start every one of these to read. This one I looked at the thing and just kind of laughed because it's just it doesn't seem like these two things would go together. But from Fantagraphic Books, we have the Hip Hop Family Tree. A bunch of people there, different costumes. I don't know. This is. You wouldn't think these two kind of things go together because basically, hip hop and comics. Most of the hip hop guys. And I don't want to say. I'm not sure about this. This is my personal opinion, but as far as I can, my personal opinion goes, I think hip hop guys would be those kind of alpha males that make fun of people who read comic books. So this is kind of an interesting thing to me. I'd like to see it be a serious take to me. Oh, and the cover has a character key. So we have on the cover here, or at least on maybe the back cover. Okay, so there's a cover key on each of the ones. We have Darlene, Ice-T, Ice Cube, DJ Yella, Dr. Dre, MC Ren. So yeah, they're all rappers. I don't know. That may be an interesting read. I mean, I'm not big on rap, so I guess that's why I'm making a judgment here. And that's what I did. I made a judgment because, I would think rappers would make fun of people who read comic books, being the kind of alpha personality that it is. So that may prove interesting, actually. So definitely gonna look at that. Wow, we're at 31 minutes. I only have a couple books left, so this is probably going to go probably 40 minutes, and then we'll be done. If you hang out for the 40 minutes, I very much appreciate it. From Avatar, we have Mercury Heat, which seems to be a superhero book. Kind of interesting. Ooh, but on the back, we have something from Avatar featuring Alan Moore and Providence. Providence is an attempt to marry Lovecraft's history with a mosaic of his fiction setting the man and his monsters at a persuasively real America during the pivotal year of 1919. Before Prohibition and Weird Tales, before votes for women and the marriage to Sonia, before the Boston police strike and Cthulhu, this is a story of the birth of modern America and the birth of modern American terror. Now that really sounds cool. I really hope there's a piece of that in there. It does not seem to be, but that's something I'm going to look into because I'm a huge Lovecraft guy. We have another outing from Dark Horse, featuring Chuck Palahniuk's Fight Club. Now I know that he's writing Fight Club 2 in comic form, and I've read a teaser of that, but this doesn't look like it, so this may be just something else. I don't know, but it also has Eric Powell's Lagoon on the back. That's another of the books I really meant to pick up but never did. I think I have a piece of that downloaded. From Antarctic Press, we have the Steampunk Goldilocks, which is an interesting book. I think this is going to be more of like a teen girl type thing, like Goldilocks is kind of portrayed with the steampunk. I don't know. It's definitely an older reader. What is she manning there? Let's flipping through here. Oh, she's got a fucking tank. Steampunk Goldilocks has got a fucking tank. Check this shit out. And it's like an old German World War II tank. Of course, steampunk or whatever. Or World War I tank. That's kind of cool. I'll probably definitely read this. Well, like I said, I'm definitely going to try to read them all. But and it's got a steampunk special guest, Miss Moffat. So it's Goldilocks and Miss Moffat. That's kind of interesting thing. I always like weird takes on fairy tales. Especially the darker takes, but this kind of looks like it'd be fun. One of the major comics we have from Titan Comics, and this is probably going to be the rare one, or I don't want to say rare, but it's because there were tons of them when I was there at Comic Shop. But it's Doctor Who, and it's David Tennant and Matt Smith. I'm not a Doctor Who guy, so you can slap me and you meet me, and I don't know who the middle guy is. But that's kind of cool looking. It's 3 stories. I got this specifically for one of my nieces. And another buddy of mine who showed up at my little niece's birthday party, which the niece I got this for her little sister's birthday today. I did not bring it because I wanted to do this video. And she will get a second copy of this edit because another friend of ours went to Comic Day and brought this comic specifically and the Goldilocks actually for my niece. So we have last 3 comics here. We have from Vadon and Capcom, a Street Fighter comic. Written by a lot of people. Super Combo Special Free. It looks like the anime art. You can see that. Looks like the anime art. We have from 2000 AD kind of a collection here with like Judge Dredd. He's the only person I actually know in the middle there, and a bunch of other people. 2000 AD does the Judge Dredd stuff. But this looks kind of like a preview type stuff. That looked like Magneto. The fuck? That does look like Magneto's helmet at least, but that is not Magneto. I was like, what? For a second? But yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll probably take a look at that. And then we have an Attack on Titan kind of manga style reverse reading book. I understand this is a really cool series. I don't watch a lot of anime and manga. But this is listed as, it's not listed as an issue number. So it says featuring Attack on Titan, so it actually has Attack on Titan, Noragami, Your Lie in April, and Vinland Saga. Let me see if I can get close to those. So we have Attack on Titan, and then that one. Okay, yeah, you can get in close on those. But that was today's haul from the comic shop on Free Comic Book Day 2015, May 2nd, 2015. I normally, I kind of see this as an unboxing, but it's my own box. If I didn't bring my own box, I would have been toting these things by hand, and it's just easier to have a box. If you go to Free Comic Book Day, especially, and you plan on getting one of everything, if the store allows it, bring a box. They may not have one for you to have, and like I said, my comic shop, they give you a comic just for walking in the door of the free comics listed. But if you buy anything, you can get a copy of everything. And that's what I normally do. And also, my comic book does a 20% off sale on the day too. So anything I buy is normally 20% off unless it was already discounted or no comic according to their rules. But that was Comics Collectibles here in Memphis. This is probably going to be my longest videos now, 37 minutes. If you stayed out through this entire thing, I very much appreciate it. Hopefully my videos will start getting shorter. They seem to be getting longer. And before you say anything, yes, I realize I forgot to make my bed. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But thank you very much for watching this video if you made it through the entire thing. And we're going to stop it here now. Hit your local comic shop next year if you missed it this year. Have a good day.